Oh my god, that's crazy. This music was produced and composed by Nobuo Uematsu. Lost Odyssey was created by creators of Final Fantasy. Great music so far and a really great gaming experience if you like Final Fantasy. That's really hard to do. From a singing perspective, ha, 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 ha. That's all diaphragm, baby. It's all support. It's all expanding the belly outward. And then also that, I think it's an organ. Shung, 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 shung. That's tension. But it's interesting because that's different tension than normal because it's not rhythmic per se. Well, that's not true. It is rhythmic. It's like the space in between the notes is wide enough that it feels really uncomfortable. And it makes us feel like, oh, whoa. It's not like fast, like a rhythmic, like a battle theme in terms of tempo. It's actually fairly slow right now. It's just descending downward and it makes us uncomfy. Sustained. Oh. I swear to you, this sounds like a more evolved Dancing Mad. And it starts in a very similar way with that organ. We know that Uematsu loves using the organ, and we're getting that quality. And it's interesting too how we get to the bottom, we sit, and then it flips and it goes back up. So it's actually like it's a mirror of itself, which is pretty cool too. Sustained. It's giving you black mages. It's giving you a little bit of like scratching on the wall. It sounds like it sounds like we're gonna go into a rock theme here. Yeah, that electric guitar. It sounds like Final Fantasy VII's boss battle theme. That's so. Of course we're using the rock element. This is such a Uematsu thing to do. So this is wild. The tension really, like, it starts one way and then it delivers in a different way, and it switches and it pivots, and we get this incredible feeling of like, holy crap, this is going to be a really serious problematic situation there. That's really cool because it really like sits low and it makes you feel like, oh God. The riffing is also really satisfying. Wow. That's like some contemporary choral writing. Mirrored in the symbols, sopranos. And it's fun because the lower voice is it's mirrored. This is all the same rhythmic pattern, same note pattern, but in different ranges based on the voice type. Yeah, so we did a lower voice a second. Syncopated rhythm. Oh my god, that's crazy. I talk about this a lot, but whenever I hear chorus like this, it always makes me feel like it's the evolution of Baroque liturgical writing. And this is another instance where we have this fantastically organic sound of the human voice coupled with the inorganic quality. Well, I don't even know if I want to say inorganic, but there's something about that guitar, like rock aesthetic, combined with the traditional like vocalism that's like technical as we know it, that it just syncs so fantastically well together. And I think that the electric guitar is unbelievably expressive of emotion. So you could do this without the choir and it would be just as effective. However, something about having the choir in there is so like gives it this extra that just like feels really like, holy crap, like this is like electric. And I think it raises the stakes quite a bit. It's a really interesting final boss theme. Whenever we think about titles, we also have to look at the title and the connection to the context, and also the way that the composer is sequencing that title into the song. Roar of the Departed Souls, roaring, agitation. Roar of the Departed Souls, anger, rage, violence. Departed souls, like, you know, the dead, they didn't want to die, so there's this viciousness that has kind of come out of them. You hear that in the electric guitar. We also hear all those patterns in the vocalism that also lends itself to the idea that there's this anger here. It's like pent up aggression and rage. And so whatever's going on in context, whoever we're fighting or whatever we're fighting, it is an angry, vicious, fueled by rage and vengeance entity. You hear that by the rock aesthetics, the range in which these guitars are playing in, but then also the way that the melody is for the voices. It's very upwards and downwards, and it feels very, very rooted in anger. Like, that's anger. Wow, that's really crazy. And what would indicate anger more than ho, ho, ho? That's very primal. That's rage. Faith in what drops remains in the hands of the foolish. A torment pulled his condolences. Surely only passed by me, but all is gone. Nothing to remain. All is born from the void in the end to be consumed by blackness. It's like, I'm going to talk right into the mic and I'm going to talk about viciousness and violence and how dare you come across me and you have no idea that's, I'm going to eat your face. And that vocal fry is really interesting because, you know, a lot of us tend to speak on that vocal fry. It's the antithesis of the operatic stuff that we're hearing in the vocalism underneath. Oh, right. So that is very well sung. That's up here. We're talking in an upper register when we speak. We're up here, but with the speaking voices. Wow, what a fascinating track, isn't it? It's just so advanced. Da, 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 yeah, da, 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 da. It almost doesn't feel like it wants to be in this particular track. Like that piece could be also very celebratory. Da, 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 yeah, da, 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 da. Like, it's weird. That's interesting. This track is pretty violent and satisfying. That's cool. If you like video game music, there's lots more of this kind of stuff on the channel. Feel free to check it out. Feel free to like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you later, okay?